Hey guys! Sorry, I just got done working out and I decided I wanted to film another video. So I'm out in my garage. We turned our garage into a gym. We used to go to a CrossFit gym. My husband was in school and I was pregnant with my daughter, so we just kind of bought all this stuff and made our own gym for time management and I guess saving a little bit of money each month. I just wanted to film a video kind of introducing myself since I didn't do that in the first video. My name is Jess Hudson. I'm 25 years old. I am married. My husband is a police officer. He's been a police officer for about 2 years now, and he loves his job. And I'm kind of nervous with him being a police officer, but we do live in kind of a smaller town, so that makes me feel a little bit better. I'm a dental hygienist, and I graduated from school in 2018, and I got a job right after. Before that, I was going to school for biomedical sciences. I went to Cortland. I'm wearing a Cortland hoodie. I didn't love it. Didn't really like it at all. Had a really hard time in school for personal reasons. So during my second year, the spring semester of my second year, I dropped out of school. I withdrew, lost a ton of money, and withdrew, started taking classes at my local community college online. I still lived up in Cortland though. My husband, he went to school there, that's where I met him. And so I lived with him up there, took classes online, just was working at Dunkin' Donuts. And that was probably my favorite job ever, was Dunkin' Donuts. I loved working there, and I would work there again anytime. I loved it so much. I took some classes at community college, decided I wanted to go to dental hygiene school, so I applied for that. I got in on fall semester. I started that program. It's a 2-year program down in Binghamton. So we lived down at my in-laws' house. This was before we were actually married, and we lived down there for the first year of my school, and then they ended up moving down south, so we lived there in their house for the following year, my last year of school also. I went to Cortland to be a PE teacher, so he actually graduated, worked for 1 year as a PE teacher while I was finishing up dental hygiene school, and we lived down towards Binghamton, and then we moved up back to where I live. My whole family's here, so I just wanted to be back here with them. It's a pretty big family, and I'm pretty close with them, so I wanted to be around them, build my life here. So my husband was okay with that, so we came back up here, and I'm just gonna put my liquid IV in my cup because I'm thirsty. And so we came back up here, and I got a job in my childhood dental office, and I've been working there ever since. After I had my daughter, I've gone down to, I'm working like 2.5 days a week right now. Previously I was working 4, but I just wanted to be home more with her. Really looking to be a stay-at-home mom, especially after this baby. I would love to be home with my daughter right now, but financially we can't really afford it, especially since we're building a house. Kind of waiting to see if this business I'm starting up is going to do okay, and if it does, after I have our newest baby, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom because we're building the house out on my dad's farm, and I want to just kind of have like a farm family, like have animals, have a big garden, teach my kids how to do all of that stuff, and because we are going to homeschool our kids, and it would just be better for me to be home with them. I'm really into fitness. Obviously you can kind of tell that since we have all this stuff in our garage. So in high school, I had a very bad relationship with myself. I was kind of in a rough romantic relationship. I had a serious boyfriend, we just didn't have a good relationship. and I started to get depressed. I had really bad bulimia since I was in 10th grade up until about a year and a half ago. I finally kind of got it under control and just wanted to get better, I guess. I've always wanted to get better, but I never really knew how to, so I actually really did my best, and since then I've been so good. Like, my daughter, I really think that's why I'm so much better now, is because I have my daughter and I don't want her to see these things, and I don't want to be that kind of role model for her. I just want her to just see positive things about me and not know that about me, I guess. So that's helped me a lot. I've had to read a lot of books. I've struggled a lot with that, but I'm finally on a good page. And I'm finally like happy with my life. For a long time I was unhappy. I was searching for happiness in the wrong places, and I started talking about this because I had a really bad relationship with fitness too originally when I was in high school. Because I had an eating disorder, I would just work out, like track all my calories, see how many calories I burned, take notes in my phone all the time, like burn this many calories on the treadmill today, I ate this, blah, 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 like, you know, just restrictive behaviors and unhealthy things. So finally I found CrossFit, and CrossFit kind of got me out of that. I became a CrossFit coach with my husband, and we coached at a gym that we used to go to. And then when I was pregnant, I kind of got away from CrossFit a little bit and started running more. And then postpartum, I was just running and kind of bodybuilding stuff. And this past fall, I actually ran a marathon by myself, since all the races were basically canceled due to COVID. And so I trained for it all summer, so I just ran one by myself, and it was so hard, but I'm so happy I did it. I felt so accomplished after. I didn't want to run for like 3 weeks after, so, but I'm getting back into running a little bit, and I only kind of when I want to. I'm not following any plan right now. I'm just working out. I try to lift 4 days a week and run like 3 to 4 days, but if I don't, I don't get mad at myself anymore. I just kind of go with the flow of every day, since I have Ivy and my husband's schedule is all messed up, and we have the dogs, and we have all this stuff going on, and now I'm pregnant, so I'm not too hard on myself about that anymore, because then it makes me miserable, and then I take it out on Andrew, my husband, so I'm better about that now. My daughter's actually over at my mom's house right now because my husband drops her off before he went to work, so I could work out and take a shower by myself and just kind of relax for a little bit, because my daughter is kind of cranky today. So I want a big family. I would like at least like 4 kids. So we have a lot of work to do. Honestly, we've considered fostering though, because I don't know if I want to have 4 of my own kids, and I know that there's so many kids out there who need homes. So we've been looking into that a little bit. I have the paperwork, I just haven't started it yet. Since I'm pregnant now, I kind of don't want to take that on too. But, so we are in the process of selling our house right now. We would like to have it sold and be out of this house by April. We're going to buy a camping trailer and put it at my dad's farm. So we'll be living in the trailer from hopefully April until our house is done through October. I believe the house should be done end of October, beginning of November, which I'm so excited about. And the summer is going to be kind of tough though, because I mean, it's going to be difficult living in a camping trailer with all of us and the dogs, but we'll get through it. It'll be an adventure. I'm kind of excited about it though, because our bills will be so much cheaper, and I can kind of not work at my job so much, I can kind of see how my business takes off, and I'm planning on doing farmers markets and like little stuff like that. I'll tell you guys what my business is in a different video. I don't really want to get into that right now. I think that's it for now. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, just comment below. If you just found out you're pregnant and you're due around the same time, please reach out to me because it'd be so awesome to just talk to someone who's due around the same time as me. Yeah. Hi guys. So I am going to be taking a pregnancy test right now. I'm 16 days past ovulation. My 14 days past ovulation test was not very dark, which made me pretty nervous. So I tested again yesterday at 15 DPO, and I'm testing again today at 16 DPO, and then I'll show you guys the results after, and I'll show you the progression of those 3 days. Okay, so I'm using these PregMate pregnancy tests. I test a lot, so I buy them in bulk. Okay, so going in for 3 seconds. Okay, so while it's showing up, I'm just going to talk to you guys quick. I was pretty nervous about the 14 DPO line being so light because I thought that they should be dark by 14 DPO, darker than the control line, but I guess that's not always the case. But I was getting nervous that I was having a chemical pregnancy, and I was reading a lot about that. I was getting super nervous, so I have a couple tests left over, so I'm just going to use them, and if the line's getting darker, it'll make me feel better. If it's not, then I'm probably going to call my doctor and see if I can have a blood test done, see what's going on with my HCG levels. And the line is starting to show up a little bit, but I have to wait about 3 minutes for this. And I'm about to go on a run. That's why I'm dressed like this. It's like 9 degrees outside, and I'm going to put another coat on, but I'm going to freeze. You're not supposed to watch them while you're waiting, but I tend to always do that.
So you can see 14 DPO was really light, like I was saying, but 15 to get darker, and it looks like 16 is going to be darker as well. So maybe I'm just off on when I ovulated. Either way, I'm happy it's getting darker. I was very nervous about the 14 DPO line. And just for reference, this is a different test, but that was 11 days past ovulation. The line is very faint there too. I showed you that in a different video. So yeah, 16 is darker.